finally back. Welcome, everybody. It's the ladies, the boys, the gals, this go, this door. God damn.
It's the group, the powwow, the association, the dudes.
The dudes.
Thank you for this job.
This is a destiny, man. Yeah.
I love it when the Destiny dude said it's Destiny time, and then they Destinied it all over the place.
That sounds.
That's the final episode.
Maddie suddenly dies.
They all look at each other in the eye, in the gaze of the hollowed one. It's time to destiny, my dude.
Oh my!
And he dies of cringe.
Vastix is like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out.
They're a little quiet. I'm turning everyone up.
Ah.
We're not quiet. Lies.
Maybe your ears are just turned all the way down. Jor, do you ever think about that? I don't think you did.
Just checking, is this too close? A little too close?
No, be closer.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to D&D.
Oh, God! Save these for Sunday!
Get your bits, bitty man.
Thank you for attacking my husband.
Hey there, unknowns. Lavender.
Oh, God.
Thanks for the
I forgot
bits,
about
you
that.
glorious bastard. I'm Pip,
Oh,
a magical
yeah.
Nimbat, here to entertain and spread joy with my legion of Ipips. Remember, don't piss off a Nimbat. We've got magic powers and a cult following. Keep the bits coming. Let's party.
He's been getting a lot more violent recently. And I haven't even been reprogramming him. He's just been getting that way.
Whose fault could that be, I wonder?
Well, it's nothing to do with me. I think he's learning from previous chat messages. So he'll just start a message with like, fuck a doodle doo.
Oh yeah, he did call somebody a glorious bastard.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Remember, don't piss off a Nimbat. Mm.
No matter how cute it looks, don't bully it, or else it'll get really mad.
Alright, anyway, everyone should be uppies, mories now.
Puppies.
Okay, awesome. Right. Anyway. So, thank you for joining us once again. We had to miss out on last one because apparently the American government was going specifically against this stream. The greatest stream there ever was.
Oh, no. Let's stop you right there.
And they literally had a power failure. What was it for? Like how many hours where you were, Keston?
5 hours at least.
5 hours.
But it was right in the very vein, the very area where we were gonna do this stream.
Yeah.
I still don't know whatever caused it. No clue at all. I might have canceled Keston's power bill.
You counterspelled your power bill.
Amazing.
I needed that lightning damage that day.
Next time you cast a lightning spell, you have to think about it.
Yeah, be very careful.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Last time, the basic concept is you defeated Vida, and from within him emerged a brand new Parahai. A completely grown big boy. And you saved the life of your fellow member, also known as Azalea. And it's pretty much at that point that Crisanto emerged from the wings of sorry, there's a bug. I'm gonna get rid of it. Give me 1 second. He's pissing me off.
Very fair.
I wouldn't want that buzzing around either.
Yeah.
No. We had a massive wasp in our or was it a bee? It was either a bee or a wasp in our house the other day while we were just sitting down. All the windows were closed. We don't even know how it got in.
Oh no. Definitely hate those little numbers.
Okay, assassinated. Let's go.
Well done.
Thank you.
Did you check the vents? I live in, like, England. Do we even have any?
I don't think so. No, he was not sus. I didn't kill him and he went dun 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 dun.
Well,
Anyway.
that's
Yes, and when we ended off was Chrysanto on the wings of Parahai, who had flown over to fetch him from where the elves were presently held for safety. And that is where we left off. You find yourselves surrounded by the ash that has been left over from the fierce battle with Vida. The one who controlled death himself no longer existing. The corpse of said creature dissipated into the skies. No evidence pretty much left of him even existing. With your with your companion now back with you in full. Go.
I don't know where to start.
So many things happened.
All right, we'll just do the Marvel thing. Well, so all that happened.
Yeah, that sure did things.
God. All right, Chrysanto turns to you all, and Azalea is just like, I'm glad you're all okay, but... And he points towards, more focused towards Madame Azalea. Madame Azalea, the people need you. They need you to come back.
Can I bring my friends? Or is...
I mean, yes, of course. That they are all... What is... And he smacks you on the head. They need to know that they need to know that their future god is alive.
You never like hit me. Okay, then go ahead.
Look, Madame Azalea, I may be acting as your underling at present. Very high-level underling, but... And I don't care at what point you become and ascend to godhood. I will be there to smack sense into you whatever time it may be. Whether that be physically or through prayer. Now, come on.
She's just gonna very sheepishly, like, kind of follow after him. It's just like, been told off. It's like, okay.
I'd say you best get going, Azzy, before he learns how to slap through prayer.
Yeah, before he becomes a new god of death.
Yeah.
Azalea just, like, starts grabbing Thrask's hand and then slowly puts him in front of her and walks behind him while pushing.
I already beat one god of death today. You want me to do it again?
Yes, you're my shield. Save me.
Hey, wait a minute.
You changed your name, it doesn't count!
But that doesn't mean it's up for grabs like that.
Speaking of shielding, Azalea, I've been holding on to this for the time being after you had left. Do you want this back? And I'm pointing to the cloak of protection that you kind of left behind.
Oh! I forgot that I left it there. She's gonna take it, like, very tentatively, because it's still, like, I guess her kid's cloak.
Right.
Thank you for keeping this safe.
Of course. I remember you talking about how much it meant to you.
Yeah, it had such a little guy in it once. He's too big for this now.
I mean, technically it had a little guy in it with me in it before too, but I think it's only right that it goes back to its rightful place.
We should probably get going before Croissant over there gets upset.
No, I figured I was doing this like while I was walking with her.
Yeah, scary, man. Gods and monsters are scary, but that's worse.
Truly the greatest nightmare. A court official.
Just someone with a notepad.
And you never know what they're writing.
So yeah, I'll give Azalea back the cloak, and I'll slip back on my Pearl of Power so I can tune back to it later.
Woo!
As you get up and you begin walking along with Crisanto over the wreckage of what there once was, the hollowed, purpled, disgusting like thorns that are everywhere, and over the roots of the tree. Azalea, in the distance, you notice where the tree once stood. You notice there seems to be kind of like some kind of odd glow coming from the ground.
Well, Azalea is definitely not one from shying away from anything that's a distraction. So she's just gonna... Crisanto is in the way, isn't he? Technically, from where he is?
The tree's over here. Or, like, further up, so... It's not technically in the way, but it depends on if you want him in the way.
Oh, I was just gonna have to jump over him. And just go in that direction.
There she goes.
Shiny. Alright, can I have a look at what this particular shiny thing is, or do I need to roll a
No, Crisanto just kind of does that thing of like like the Three Stooges thing, like rubbing his face, like. He just turns to the rest of you. It's like, has she always been like this?
Literally since day one.
Okay.
Even more so now that her personality is starting to show to everyone.
You just hear Azalea in the background going, "Nobody taught me any better!"
It was a compliment!
Anyway, while you do that, as you get ever closer, Azalea, you begin to feel, the closer you get, you begin to feel the pulse of Aerolith within you begin to kind of get, you feel a heavy emotion, almost of motherhood. Kind of, you start to begin to, as you get closer and closer, you begin to feel as if, almost as if you're heading towards your own child.
I mean, Azalea's gonna try to figure out exactly how she'd feel about this, because it'd be a little bit odd considering she technically has a child and she sees him the same way. But she knows for a fact he's not here, so...
As you've gotten there, you can see that there is a kind of a light bluish glow underneath the ashes.
Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna go dig it out. It's shiny.
You start digging. Crisanto turns as he's been talking to the rest of you, and he's just like, she's completely ignored me to go and dig. Oh. Is there any one of you with a semblance of decorum and discussion?
Maddie slowly slides away and points to Thrask. That's your guy right there.
Well, it seems I'm up to plate then.
Okay. Maybe it's, and while he's discussing with you, you continue digging, Azalea, until you dig your hand through this ash and your hand hits something. And it's a decent size. It's the size of your hand almost. And as you dig through, you pull it up, and in your hand, you have this glowing blue seed. As your skin touches it, you are filled with nostalgia and brimming with happiness. And a warm feeling entirely fills you. You see Aerolith come out from the side of you to grasp it with her hands as well.
So do I imagine I know what this is. Or no?
You're getting the emotions, but you don't know exactly what it is now.
Okay.
You can tell whatever it is, she has a motherly care for it, almost to the point of a child.
Aerolith?
You turn to her and you see her staring at it, and unusually for a god, you see tears coming from her eyes as she embraces it, and you in almost like an embrace of a hug. She turns to you and she mentions to you, "This was the first star I ever created."
I guess it's like your first kid?
She chuckles a little bit. A little bit more complicated than that, my dear, but this is the first star I ever created. I created it to become whatever was needed in them at the time. And at that time, it blossomed into this beautiful tree that gave me so many wonderful children.
Oh, okay. She's just gonna be like holding it more tentatively because it's just like in slightly from afar. It's just like, so that's my Oh, okay then. Slightly uncomfortable. She's like, how do I hold this?
It's like holding a baby for the first time. Oh, don't explode.
What is it?
No, it's just like realizing this is basically your mother. It's just like,
She, as she's grasping a hold of it, she opens her eyes and, kind of looks very solemnly at it. And then she looks up towards you and she pushes it towards you. And as her hands escape from it, you begin to see this thing, and it begins to glow even more brightly. As you see and feel its form changing. You feel it almost communion with you, and you feel a connection with it like none other. And as this bright light flashes and breaks, you see within your hand before you is a sword.
oh, that's not where I thought this was going. Zillie's just a little bit shocked. She's just casually holding it. I don't think she's ever held a weapon like that in her life, especially not one that's like sharp. She's just like standing there holding a sword. It's just like, yes, I know what to do with this. She's just gonna like stare at it. You know when you put something way too close, like sharp end of something way too close to your face? That's what Azalea is doing at the moment while looking at it, just like, yes.
Don't bite it.
It's a decent length, but the end of the hilt glows with a vibrant blue. The hilt that of the hand hilt, the bit that you're holding, is encrusted with various different, like, it's almost pitch black with little specks to resemble stars, and the blade itself is a perfect cut of a light blue metal. Congratulations. You have your weapon, your legendary weapon. Also known as the moonblade.
The moonblade.
Oh, you
Azalea's gonna turn around while holding it, still obviously like trying to figure out. She's now put the edge of it just lightly in her mouth. And she just looks over at Thrask and just like, look, I got a sharp stick.
Oh my. Well, that's great for you, Azalea. But you probably don't want to put it there.
Doesn't taste very good. What is it for?
Don't think it's meant to. You know, I could help you discern all the different abilities of it real quick if you want me to take a look at it.
Marty,
Is it a sword? Is it
Yeah.
a sword? I want to play with it.
I got my sword's bigger than yours.
Oh my! I'm so jealous. Oh yeah, mine was supposed to give wishes, and I don't know how that works.
I'm gonna have
I
to teach you
want
how
it.
to use that, don't I?
Somebody is.
Just
I'll
as a
teach you.
just as a refresher, by the way, Essie, your sword does have wish. I gave you that back, remember?
Yeah, but we didn't roll for it. I gotta roll for it.
That's not my fault.
Well, I'm just
Fucking roll for it then.
I
Well-
forget things. I forgot to level up.
Well, if it is the consequences of your own actions.
I still have to
Anyway.
figure out what I'm going to use the wishes for, but yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, so as you're doing it, so what is everyone else doing with the blade? Are you actually trying to do something with it?
Yeah. If she wants me to help her figure out what it is, like, I don't know if we have to stand still or walk along, but I can at least cast Identify on it so I can get a better idea of it.
Okay, so what are you doing then? Exactly.
So I'll just kind of walk up to her and just like gently kind of like grasp it and try to take it out of her mouth. Hopefully she doesn't try to pull at it like a dog and like drop it.
Growl. This is my child, no.
Okay. And then yeah, while I'm just kind of gingerly holding it in my hands, admiring it, I would just kind of run my fingers across the blade and just kind of focus and try to cast Identify to see the properties of it.
So as you, the seconds you pick it up, you notice the color of the blade turns dull, and gray. And
I don't think it likes you.
as you begin to cast Identify, you receive 0 information.
That's odd.
This is one of them magic sticks, isn't it?
Well,
I don't
because
think
it changed.
like the vibe check.
Because it changed color. Azalea is gonna snatch it back, almost in a worried thing, because she does not want to break her mother's favorite thing that she first made,
Aw.
and she's just like, it's like the snatch back. Oh no, is it broken?
As you grab it back, it turns back to the same level of brilliance that it once was.
Oh, phew.
Well, I couldn't get anything off of that, but I think that's because that item is not meant for me. I think that item can only respond to you, Azalea.
Oh, hello, sword.
You, as you begin to, as you talk to it, you feel within yourself something acknowledging your greeting.
Lily just looks at Thrask and just goes, "You're right. The sword only acknowledges me. Can you talk to him?"
I mean, you just said it only acknowledges you, so I don't know if it will speak necessarily.
Well, you didn't give him a compliment. I don't know.
Well,
He
as
just
soon as I
doesn't like holding hands.
As soon as I touched it, the magic went away. So I think the magic only comes about when it's in your hands.
Sword, do you not like Thrask?
The emotion that you feel from it is neutral.
Okay, Trask, it seems like it just doesn't care about you. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I mean, we only just met. It's natural to not have strong feelings right away.
I don't know. There's something more painful. At least when you know someone hates you, there's still a strong emotion. Having no emotion seems actually more insulting.
Yeah, and the whole color went away when you touched it. It just seemed like it really didn't like you. That's weird, because, you know, everyone likes Thrask.
I know, I like Trask.
Yeah.
I would suggest that if you want to get any more information out of it, maybe talk to Aerolith or the sword itself. Since you're its master, it should be able to reveal its secrets to you.
Yeah, if it's already talking to you, it might actually be pretty smart.
Oh, it just does like a feeling. You know, like when you're like happy, or you not happy, or you're one of those like really not happy. That one's one of those. Like I think it does those.
Great, a depressed sword.
Wait.
Well,
We've been traveling together for a very long time. Is this your way of explaining that your emotions are set on happiness and not happiness?
what other kind of emotions do you have?
Wait, is this sword essentially a mood ring? We'll know what she's really feeling from like the color it shows.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you're not happy, then like sometimes you cry, and then sometimes if you're really not happy, then you break stuff.
The
Right?
moonblade.
So how come my sword doesn't tell me about my sick vibes?
Because yours are just out there, Aika. We all can tell you're sick.
Oh. Okay.
Maddie just starts looking at the ball and chain. Why don't you talk to me?
Hello.
He does, it whistles.
You never asked.
Oh my god, talking ball.
Get with it, dude.
Wow.
I just look over and Chrysanto's just banging his head on a tree trunk.
They're all idiots.
No, I'm sorry, Chrysanto. Okay.
He's over by Parahai, but kind of like at this point, because everyone else is over there, as well as and like there was a light, and he's kind of like peakly looking.
Erilith gave me a stick. See? Stick. She's just gonna wave it around.
Jesus.
Dad, easy.
I'm gonna have to get you some kind of scabbard for that.
We're gonna also teach you weapon safety.
Well, it's weapon safety.
The thing that keeps you from stabbing your eyes with the stick.
Hey, Aika, do you think I can use this while I'm a bear?
Yeah, I think so. Swords are meant to be used by bears. I honestly believe that.
We're gonna do that later, and then you can piggyback, and we'll just double sword people.
Yes! Oh, and then we can use Thras for wings, and we can be a wing bear with 2 swords!
Oh my god, yeah!
Yeah!
Wait, what do we do with Marty? Marty's gotta be part of this monster.
We can dangle the balls and chains below.
You wanna try that sentence again? Listen, I'm already kind of a monstrosity. I'm an orc riding a wolf with a ball and chain that whistles. I'm my own little fucking abomination.
Azalea is not gonna be able to use like the sword in a safe manner.
I was gonna say, not gonna lie, that imagery is very rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's metal. That's fucking metal and brutal.
Mm-hmm.
That is the most metal thing I have ever made.
Oh, I actually kind of like the name Dungeon Dudes. That's cool.
Dungeon Dudes.
We're close, but we're in Destiny.
Can we change our name?
I mean, feel free. Anyway, Erilith, during all this, kind of talks more to you, Azalea, that this is something that she has not even seen. That this star that was created originally was, like she mentioned, designed to be what was needed at the time, what was needed most. And right now, this is what is needed most. That this item can only be passed down from a parent to a child. And that it will only have one owner.
Azalea's just gonna like, you know when like someone's looking off into space and then they slowly turn their head. I'm just gonna do that and then just stare at Thras for a second and just go, this is only mine.
What? I don't know why you're looking at me like I'm going to steal it. Of course.
I feel like
Apparently my mom says that this
My mom says you can't borrow it. I'm sorry.
yeah, this is a present for me. And she almost she goes to go to pat her chest and just misses her shoulder just with the sword. And then just like, yep, this is all for me. Apparently I can't give it to anybody, and she don't know why it looks like this. Apparently it just did that by itself.
That's so beautiful.
I mean, when you think about it, we all got special gifts from our gods now.
Yeah.
Mine with my staff, Aika with the luck blade.
I got my scarf from my best friend. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, it's still a very rare item.
Also, I think the
True.
greatest gift I got was iced coffee. I'm still really about that.
Maddie just slowly looks at him. Like, everything we've been through, everything we've witnessed, that's your highlight?
Yeah, I couldn't have done it without iced coffee.
Zelia is gonna pull all of you in a hug and just says, "You're the greatest gift I got."
Aww.
Thank
Hold
you
on,
for
idiot.
rescuing me. I
Well, don't
appreciate
ever
it.
leave again.
Yeah, I would try not to.
No more solo adventuring.
I didn't solo adventure on purpose. Blame Crisanto. He said that they
Crisanto!
needed help.
Croissant,
Why would
how
you
could
take
you
her
do
away
this?
from us? He's really
Crisanto's just
something.
looking at his like
Hold on.
sundial watch.
I need to find like a gif of emotion that he is feeling right now.
You know what? I'll just say though, Azzy, that stunt was
There you
so
go.
cool. I only want to see you do it once.
I would die and come back.
Yeah, that was pretty badass. Don't do it again.
I mean,
How
I
are you gonna
tried
top
not
that?
to do it once. That was not pleasant. I was all by myself for a while.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, that is Crisanto's like face.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like,
Are you fucking serious?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking forward to when I can play a more coherent character where I'm not just spouting gibberish because it's what my character does.
It's just like, how could you? After everything we've done, it's just like, are you fucking serious?
Oh,
That's what- he,
I think
Maddie
you're
just
doing the
whispers,
best you can, Crisanto. Keep your chin up.
Maddie just slowly whispers, "We're just trying to buy you time because I know he's gonna hit all of us for really waiting back here."
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I just
Azalea
don't agree
just-
with abuse, you know? I just feel like there's another way to do this. How about iced coffee, Crisanto? Crisanto?
Azalea's gonna hide behind her sword.
You know, coffee goes really good with a croissant. Croissanto.
Ooh, I want a
no.
croissant. That's why you make me hungry when I look at you. I just thought cannibalism was like good.
Excuse me, he is named after a very beautiful flower.
You can eat flowers? There's a flower after a croissant? There's a croissant flower?
You know what? I think maybe it's a better idea they don't come with me to the rest of my people because we're all named after flowers.
I think your people might be tasty. Might be tasty. I want to be named after
Look,
bread.
I didn't eat your people. You're not allowed to eat mine.
Well, okay. Well, that is fair. That is fair.
There we go.
She didn't want to eat fish. You don't want to eat salad.
I feel like the kid could
Compromise.
use a salad.
We'll compromise. We'll go back and eat one of the other twos.
Yeah.
It's probably a fair deal.
We should probably go before he
We
gets
should probably
any
drop
more
this line of
angry.
thought and just keep on moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Before
Yeah,
our
there's a lot of
gods
people
get
dying right
ideas.
now. Yeah.
he's scary when he's angry.
Yeah, he
He's
could really
very
use some-
sassy looking too.
He really could use some coffee. And a croissant. I'm kidding.
When they, yeah, croissant. Oh,
I imagine him being one of those tea people. He likes tea.
tea. Like smelly water.
You do not want to say that where we're going.
Yeah.
I mean, Ica, I was literally born from a tree. Doesn't it make me like a tea leaf?
But you're like the best type of tea leaf.
Yeah, one you don't eat.
Yeah.
Away we go!
Let's go!
I'm gonna skip over all of a sudden. She's in like a very, very oddly Pibby mood now with her sword swinging
With the
everywhere.
I mean, they did say that it does imbue you with like happiness and nostalgia, right?
Yeah.
That's true. I am so nostalgic for swinging a sword I've never
She-
had around.
She did it. She found the serotonin blade.
Oh god, she just digs it up. Oh my god, Vivans. Ugh.
I just love the idea that like you give the most nice crafted weapon to a character that would never actually truly be able to appreciate it because she's a dunce.
You're right.
And
I won't bother putting any work in next time.
Oh no, I appreciate it, and I know for a fact the rest of the characters want it, but Azalea's an idiot.
Well, look,
That's
I
why
had to
it's
give
meant to
you
be in her
something
hand.
because everyone else has had at least some time and combat with it. With theirs, you won't. So,
Yep.
Someone could teach you how to use it. Someone who has like sword, in fact, to them. Aika, this is a bonding moment. Teach.
That's what I keep saying. It's me, it's my time.
Yeah.
Learn by your new master! You gonna
Just
learn?
don't-
You gonna learn?
Just don't
You
use
just
it.
like, just look at like Thrask. Thrask, how do you use your big stick?
I'm now sad. Ika's gonna go walk into a completely different direction. In sadness and sorrow.
Well, I don't use my big stick like in the manner of a sword. I channel magic through it, which I assume you might be able to do with yours. But
Can I channel magic through this sword?
Can you?
I'm asking.
That's what I'm checking now because I was like, it is a very magical sword. You feel like it could be a charge.
Do you guys have a picture of it?
okay,
it's a
so
very long, thin blade.
roll me a D100.
Whoa.
Oh. Right. It does these things.
How do I roll?
Oh, that's why it looks
Oh,
like
that's a high number.
Yeah, it's a 91. Oh. That's- That's a good one.
Oh, just for clarity, I'm not aiming it at anybody particularly. You know, just so I don't
Oh,
accidentally.
that's a
murder
that's a
one of my
point. We
friends.
forgot to roll for ducks.
Out of my
Cat
sword is
sword.
91 ducks.
82 ducks emerge.
That is the most magical sword ever.
Right, so you take the time as you're doing that. You take the time to focus on your blade a little bit, and you notice that along the hilt are a bunch of different runes. And as you do so, one of them suddenly begins to glow, a bright, vibrant, starry blue.
Ooh.
And it's one in the middle. So now, when you hit using the moonblade, the attack deals an extra 1d6 slashing damage.
As I said, that's a good one.
Whoa.
And I'm getting the picture of the moonblade for us because I want to see.
Oh,
It's
I
very-
got it, don't worry.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. Kirsten was like 10 steps ahead.
Azalea's just gonna like suddenly look at Thrask and just have a big grin on her face.
Oh,
It's just like it
Sweet.
works.
good. You're already starting to learn it.
Yeah, I put magic in it and it lights up. It's a light.
feel like it's gonna do more than that, but we'll find out when the time comes.
I have a light sword.
No,
How do
it
you-
is. It's a lantern. Oh, dang
Oh.
it.
You
Are you
I-
supposed to hit people with
As
it?
you're doing this, the big dragon that has been hanging around walks up to all of you with Chrysanto on his back. Get on the new god of death or whatever he is.
All right.
Right.
Jeez.
Wow, I mean, it seems like there's just so much pressure here. There's so much pressure.
Get on!
Okay! I imagine they all
real, that one felt
Scooby-Doo,
kinda
like,
real.
jump on the back or something.
Holy shit, my fucking heart, man. Well, good.
And on we get.
All right, we're getting on. You should have just said something before.
It's okay, speak calmly, calm, breathe, you know?
Fuck. I can't stop laughing.
Golden moment. Golden moment.
It's just this poor man who's built himself on structure and decorum. This is what you have done.
I feel like that was Andy and not Chrysanto.
Oh, I don't care either way.
You know, they say sometimes when there's a language barrier, Chrysanto, you just need to speak clearly and calmly so you can get your point across. And if you can't, you put it in a different form that they understand.
Wait, can I have a strength check to try and pick Marty up to just put him on the dragon while he's speaking? Because I am afraid of Chrysanto.
Okay, well, if he's not already on the dragon.
Nah, I was slowly climbing on the dragon while being a smartass.
Okay, so I'm kicking you up there then.
It's like, oh god, okay, I'm going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Aika was up there the moment a squeal happened as a response, as like, oh god, I don't want to die. So he jumped.
Beating a god of death is not as scary as a very, very impatient man.
As you're all on, you begin to feel the incredible amount of force and wind that your old friend Parahai now can muster as you soar into the air and begin heading north towards the location he emerged from originally. As you do, you begin to you can see the surrounding area has indeed been as corrupted as you would have imagined. Everywhere else is pretty much just even worse than where you presently were, especially now with the tree gone. As you travel a little bit further, not too far away, you begin to descend down into some deep-looking woods, into a slight opening, which, as he delves through a canopy and lands into a sort of like unusual opening, surrounding the area, is it's basically sort of like a mountainous surrounding area. You notice there's a cave entrance.
Landing
Yeah, you've landed.
outside the cave? Oh, okay.
Yeah, outside the cave.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
From
cool.
and within your mind, you hear a familiar voice. We're here.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting your voice to still be the same pitch with the new form.
I think because he's doing it through our brain, and he picked a
Oh.
familiar voice we don't recognize.
right.
Oh.
I tried talking to the
fair.
elves when we got here, and they're kind of scared.
That's great. Azalea's just gonna like start walking off towards wherever she thinks these elves are.
Chrysanto gets off like ahead of you, and you could just see him like storming off.
Yeah,
Guys,
he
I
would
don't know.
not have lasted long with us on the rest of our
Oh.
journeys.
No, he would have left
He-
like day 2.
He is very not happy. Ooh.
He walks into the cave and like meets up with another elf that comes out, and he basically just kind of like signs something and then just pushes it back and just keeps walking in.
Oh, he's a little testy.
Very
I think
rude.
he might need a day off.
You're,
I mean,
you're the
if
higher
anyone has
authority,
power to
right?
give him that would be you, I suppose.
No, I think he needs a day off from me.
Yeah.
Oh.
He needs a day off from his god.
Yeah.
Maybe a week off now that you have the sword.
We've got to go soon, I guess.
Everything will be here or not in the matter of a week's time, so even less than that.
Good point.
So everyone will have a well-earned vacation at that point.
You notice that the person that Chrysanto handed this signing thing off to has kind of grasped it towards her chest and is kind of just staring at all of you, especially Azalea.
Okay, let's just go in the thing, otherwise they're gonna... I'd prefer not to be cast out as a fallen god before I'm even a god.
Good point. Hey, where do you want us to park the dragon? So, keep going. You're good. You're good. And you're good.
From as this goes on a little bit longer, from inside the cave, you begin to see kind of like a few different features and faces coming from around the corners. You notice the inside is reasonably well lit up, but people begin to kind of pour out a little bit, kind of whispering at a distance and kind of staring at this draconic creature that they never thought it previously existed. Their new god standing in front of them, as well as 3 other people who they've heard whispers of.
It's a good thing that I've had some kind of rapport with them, but I don't think they like me that much yet.
Why, you're awesome.
I mean, I couldn't stop the tree from dying.
Ah, they couldn't either.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
fucking suck.
I know, but I'm kind of like, in charge. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
have
how
the
to-
sword, and the sword's cool, and you're alive, and they're alive, so what's the problem?
That
Plants
we
can
can't have any more elves anymore.
Oh.
Azalea, if I've learned anything from this journey here, is that anything is possible at this point. Look how things have changed for all of us since we started. The things we've done, the things that have been conjured, how everything that we once knew has just been turned upside down. You still saved all of these people through your actions. If anyone can help them get out of this, I'm confident that you can help do that.
He's gonna kind of smile a little bit. We can do that, right? Not just me.
Hey, this is your kingdom. We're at your service, your majesty.
As long as you would have us.
I mean, I wouldn't not have you. That's gone poorly for me so far.
Yeah, just tell us what you need to get done.
Oh, how do you talk to people that don't want to talk to you because there's a giant dragon that you kind of came up on and Chrysanto is left and angry?
Okay, I know how to start this. Hold up the moonblade very high. use it as a distraction tool from the dragon.
Azalea is gonna hold the moonblade up as high as possible.
Yeah, she did it.
Yeah, the wrong way. The handle's in the air. She's
No,
holding
other
the
way,
blade
other way,
part.
other way.
Okay, so she holds it so that it's lengthways, and she's still holding the blade.
Hold it by the handle with the pretty letters on it.
Oh, okay. So she holds it by the handle, and she holds it upside down.
You know what? Good enough.
I totally understand what I am doing.
I think our people need her, though.
Yeah.
We all seem kind of like sticklers, and it's nice to have someone who thinks outside the box.
Yeah, I've never had a box. And then I start walking in while still holding my sword this way.
Aika's gonna like walk right next to her, just like super proud.
You know what? Yeah, let's just do that. She's earned this.
God, I'm looking forward to being a smart character next time.
God, Sora. Azalea uses the moonblade as a throwing knife. Don't give her ideas.
She would though if she was told. Oh. Yeah, I guess going through the cave now to try and figure out how to sort my people.
So you approach the cave. Well, you begin approaching the cave with your people in it, holding the sword. If I'm right, holding it up, holding the hilt with the sword down your arm.
Yes.
Were you prepared for this at all?
I'm trying to envision how someone responds to this.
I feel like if some elves knew, it's like, yeah, this is on brand. This is Azzy.
Azalea died because the god of death asked her not to attack him. That sounds about right.
So can you consider dope?
Just as a heads up, Azalea, you know how Aika holds their swords all the time? With it pointing straight out?
Yes.
Try to mimic that, but then hold it straight up in the air more like that.
Aika, can you show us a visual example?
Aika's gonna very proudly pull out the sword and do exactly that, but extend it as far out as he can and be like, "Yes! I am a god! I have a sword that's less shiny! But it might grant wishes or something, I don't know. Haven't figured that out yet. We're still figuring that out."
Okay, maybe tone it down a bit. They're still a bit tentative in here, I think.
Yeah, they're still trying to process everything.
Yeah, you
that's
see the
happening.
people who are on the outside. Just take a step back.
Do you think they heard us talking about cannibalism earlier?
They
Maybe
have
that's why
pretty-
they're doing that?
They have pretty big ears. They might have.
Oh, okay. Azalea, noticing her people look a little bit more unnerved, is going to actually put the sword further down so it's no longer in front of her face and just quietly start trying to walk in the same way that Chrysanto tells her to do so.
Hey, Azalea.
Yeah.
You know how, like, you know how you always kind of parented me, made me feel better when I was really sad, or I was really anxious, or I was angry. I feel like maybe all of your people are dealing with that similar emotion, so maybe just treat them like you treated me and your son. Maybe help them with those emotions that might be a little complicated.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Maybe they just need, I don't know, a parental force. Someone with a helping hand. Like you.
Aw. Azalea's gonna, like, tussle, like, his hair.
Aw.
Alright, I don't like being in charge of this many people, but Someone's gotta do it. I guess.
Hey, if anything, I'm like 30,000 people in one. I'm crazy. So if you can handle me, you can handle all of them.
She's going to. There's nowhere to put the sword at the moment, so she's got to hold it, whether she likes it or not. But she's gonna do something that she remembers from way back when we won the tournament, and she's going to hold Thrask's hand, and she's going to walk forward.
Yeah, Thrask will just, squeeze the hand tightly and just kind of give her a look like it's going to be all right, and just kind of walk along with her.
Yeah, she's gonna make sure, look back at the other two to just kind of make sure they're also following. If she had more hands, she'd be holding theirs too, but she's not very good at it.
That's just smiling and following.
Same.
Thrask kind of looks at all these people in this cave here, and it kind of makes him think back to when he saw his own people in the tunnel systems and the catacombs that were under his city. Just thinking about how they looked and how they needed reassurance back in that day, and he definitely sympathizes with Azalea kind of going through that same situation, but seeing what she has went through with facing down a god of death, helping negotiate the life of her teammate with the merfolk, trying to keep this place alive in secret without anybody else, finding out or trying to impede her. He just kind of, again, really sympathizes with that. And he just kind of looks at Azalea and just kind of quietly goes, "We should have been there to help you more. I'm sorry you went through so much in quiet."
You were there, just, I guess, here? And she points to her chest. She's like, I couldn't really do much of this stuff without you. My life changed a lot when Vida almost took you away. And I worried about everybody in the group. And you called me family.
That I did.
Now I have a really big family, and I mean, I can tell that they're scared. Aerolith tells me they're scared. I don't exactly know what I'm supposed to do to make them not scared.
It's okay to feel those emotions, to feel fear, uncertainty. Not everyone knows what they're going to do in the moment when they are needed. But it's deciding to act anyway, even in spite of that fear, is what makes the difference. That is what bravery and courage really is. And I've seen a lot of that from you throughout this journey.
Lily's gonna obviously just be kind of happy. I don't think she's used to hearing praise. So is this, so in front of me is there basically the entirety of what's around of my own people at the moment?
Well, essentially, you've begun walking in. The people here, the people know of you. Hey, thank you for this discussion. 22 months. Yeah, you've walked in, and the elven people know you. Not all of them will have gotten to talk to you. Not all of them will have gotten close to you. you are essentially their new god in human form, from what they've been told. You have, you began leading them down a new path, and they are unsure. But you are essentially, you've walked yourself into the center of the cave, where this cave system appears to be very ancient and built previously by elves many long time ago. But you can see a lot of people around still working on various things, and some are wounded and scared. Some other people are trying to form the stone around them to keep it stronger and safer, etc. So not everyone is paying direct attention to you, but as you've walked into the center of it, the majority of them are kind of looking at all four of you. That they know that you are their new god, and they've heard of the rest of you as well.
Azalea is gonna obviously see everything that's going on, and she's going to look to her party members and just. Do you guys have any strength left?
Yeah, I'm filled with strength. That's all I am.
For what exactly?
To help my people? Just simple things, I think. Knowing that there's people out there that want to help, that's not just their god, might be nice.
Maddie slowly pulls out his smith tools kit. It's like, just tell me where to go.
Yeah, point the way, Captain.
Okay, Azalea is gonna take a quick glance.
Okay. As you look around, you notice there are some the elders who previously were in charge but gave away to you. Are on one side of the cave, and they appear to be in deep discussion. Around the caves, like further in, you can see some lower level druids using wall of stone and stuff like that to try and stone shape to try and build a better area for everyone. On another side, near the entrance where you've walked past, you can see some what look like a lot very much more fit and stronger and burlier sort of elves trying to fashion some basic weapons and trying to work on creating like spears and swords and stuff like that for defense. You also see in deeper in as well, kind of hidden away a little bit, you can see a room full of sort of children being taken care of and trying to be distracted.
Okay. First things first, she's gonna be telling Ica immediately, look, children, they'd love to play with you right now.
They love swords. You right. All right. Okay.
And if they don't love, if they don't love swords, they love shiny things.
Shiny thing.
Yeah,
I can
your
find
sword
shiny.
can be shiny when it's reflected in anything that else is light. Put it next to fire and it looks awesome.
So I need to take out my sword and start a fire.
Boy.
I appreciate the enthusiasm, but not quite the objective there.
Okay.
Tell them
How do
how
I
cool
tell-
you are.
Tell them how. Okay. I've got stories. I can tell them about the stuff that we've done.
Without
Exactly,
the
that's
god,
good.
if you have to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm good at that. Hello, children. I have stories for you. He's just gonna go over there.
Ica runs off to the section where all the you can see like the kids are like huddled round and just kind of like are just paying attention to the older folks who are kind of just talking to them and taking care of them. And they're kind of taken aback all of a sudden by this loud noise, but they kind of see that there's a blue child with a shining sword pointing towards the sky, claiming it to be essentially a shining hero. and their eyes just widen. It's just that this is just, what is this? Just like, oh my god, and they sort of start getting up and kind of like looking around. And it's just like, and then cause like some of the really younger ones begin like poking your stomach where like it's transparent.
Yeah, these are sheltered children. They ain't seen much. Marty, there's some people over there that look like they need some help with weaponry, if you have anything for that.
Maddie like holds this smithing tool and it's like to his chest. Oh, do I? Just slowly turns around. It's like, all right, there, ladies, gents, and non-binary elves. We're gonna make weapons so good it's gonna make my own people cry.
You head on over to them, and the one who's kind of like trying to keep in charge of everything turns to you and sees you holding some smithing tools. It's like, oh, thank the heavens. We are doing without. Please, no, come help.
Absolutely. Let's get started.
Thrask, do you have any knowledge on cave systems or building tunnels? I know your people were living underground in the other one, but I don't know if you'd ever grown up with stuff like that before.
Well, I mean, you do have a point. The cave systems themselves in my land were there for several generations, but as part of Lizardfolk culture, I mean, that was a prominent point of knowledge that we had on how to use them and how they came to be. So,
Do you think...
Go ahead.
Do you think you'd be able to come with me to the Elders then? We might be able to find ways of at least making this a little bit more comfortable or safer for my people for a while.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, if I can offer some kind of insight, I'd be happy to help.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I might see if I can help heal people a little bit first, and then I'll meet you there.
Very well.
So I shall go over to where some people's injured.
Okay. You see, like, on the ground, some people are laid out on various leaves and stuff like that, and some of them have some cuts and abrasions and some like damage, sprained legs and stuff like that. Nothing too serious, but from the immediate escape, obviously there was a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you can head over and you can definitely perform this sort of stuff with very basic magic.
Oh, okay. I was gonna use mass cure wounds.
Well, I mean, if you want to, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's something Azalea would do when there's multiple things needing to be done at once. She's just like, okay, I know how to do this. Yes. I can also use it twice.
It's just like, oh yeah, no, I've got a little bit of a cut on my leg. It's a mass cure wounds.
Yeah, obviously it's more a case of like, so she can fix everybody at once.
Well, I'm just imagining it's like cleric Azalea. It's like, oh, I got a splinter on my finger. Power World heal!
Well,
I mean, it probably would be good to do like a show of, you know, power to show that you're there to help and things like that.
Pretty much.
well, you approach the people doing that, and some the present healers there turn to you and so they within shock they bow their head a little bit towards you. Oh, Madame Azalea, thank goodness you're okay.
Yeah, I'm more happy you guys are okay.
Has it
Kind of worried.
has it been whatever it was? Is it gone?
Yeah, the people that came in with me, they managed to get rid of it.
Oh, thank
They're good
goodness.
people. They're here to help. If you need anything and you see one of them, like, don't be afraid to say hi. They're kind of like me, but you know they're just as down to earth as I am. Probably more, except maybe Ica. I think Ica is a little bit further in the clouds than the rest of us. The kid.
If I could fly, I would!
You just see in the
Yeah, that one.
distance, Ica running around with both of his arms out, like running around, and all the kids following him.
Yeah.
It's like, I cast fly! All of you can fly!
Now to jump off furniture to test it.
As you're talking about this, you can hear the sounds of children's laughter, filling the air a little bit more. And you hear the sounds of raucous laughter from the designated guards as you hear metal upon metal chinking away. And she kind of put the healer kind of puts her hand on yours, Azalea. Oh, we're just glad that you're all safe, and thank you so much. Without you, I don't know if any of us would be here.
I mean, I'm just doing my job, I guess.
A job not everyone could do, my lady.
Yeah, but I want to do it. I'll
She
make sure that you guys are safe.
as she does that, she goes back to attending the person that she is. You sit down in the middle of everyone, and you begin to you close your eyes and you begin to focus. And as you do, a wave of energy just escapes from you, of green energy, and it washes over all of the people surrounding you, hitting a few people also who aren't injured. As you begin to see their wounds begin to sew back up, as well as body like bones begin to heal and things cracking back into the right place.
With everybody kind of like good, she'll sort of smile and nod and then start heading over to where the elders are. She's sure that if anybody obviously lets them know that something's dangerous, she'll be right there anyway to sort of deal with it as it comes. So
Yep, absolutely. As you get up, you begin heading over to where the elders are, and you see that Thrask is there, in deep discussion with them. And they've kind of cordoned themselves off a little bit, as to not be heard at a distance from anyone. And as you get a bit closer, one of them turns to you and says, "Ah, Madam Azalea, welcome. It is good to see that you are all well."
yeah. I don't exactly know how long this is viable, though. She just looks at the cave.
Ah, well, we were just discussing that with your friend here. And he points towards Thrask. These caves.
Give them some advice on if they wanted to expand this further, on methods they could use, ways they could reinforce certain things and paths they could take. As little as what I know about it, but I know there are other people out there. Lizard folk are known for being great clay masons, and
Oh God,
should be able to help move
Oh.
the earth quite well. Uh-oh.
I'm alone.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
That's right. I'll try reopening it. You might have to restart it though, Andy.
To the void.
Uh,
Hasn't done that in a long time.
No, it hasn't.
hold on. Hold on.
There we go.
I gotcha.
Reload.
I do like Sora's suggestion though, like blacksmith, Gordon Ramsay, Maddie. He's just like looking at everyone's work, like, what is this? What is this? Is this a spear? Yeah, it's a spear. It's fucking disgusting.
What are you, an idiot tree?
This iron is still raw.
Is it the same
It's still
code?
embedded in the ground.
No, it's a different code.
I put the code in the general.
Thank you.
I need a pickaxe to make this. Lizard acquired.
We have a lizard now.
Now, who else? should
Mermaid
we-
acquired. Orc acquired.
You do have a code on the screen, though, buddy.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh, it
old,
goes away after a bit.
like the old Banjo Kazooie.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's pretty damn close. Jeez.
That's fucking dead on, dude.
That's the first time I've ever tried that.
Oh god, amazing. Anyway, yeah, the elder brings up it's just it kind of turns to all the other you know, just obviously even he's an elder to the point with an elf. You can tell this man is like centuries like old, like even he is like wrinkled, like huge eyebrows, like hunched over. I remember when these walls were crafted. Whoever thought we'd use them again? But anyway, I'm glad they've come in use. Now, it is of the utmost importance that we discuss something now that the people here are safer. We must know where to take them for future safety. These caves will not hold forever.
No, and I'm gonna have to go soon. As much as I'd like to stay, I don't think we can. Everyone else has left their homes behind too, because we have to stop what started this. So I need to make sure you guys will be safe.
And we all agree and appreciate this, Madame Azalea. However, we are with the thought of the people. Should you fail, we need to find a place of safety while you pursue this.
I have one idea, but I don't know if you're gonna like it, Elder.
Well, we may have subsided power to you, Madame Azalea, with agreement, of course. But a lot of your ideas have rubbed me the wrong way. So, bring up one more.
So we came across a Trask, what's a big word to describe someone cool?
What is it you're talking about?
I wanna talk about how cool a person is without sounding stupid.
Oh. Astounding?
Oh, so we came across an astounding individual
Mhm.
called the Collector a while back. He's an elf, but he wasn't allowed back in the city. But he's made a barrier. There's a small area that's not far from where the orcs were, where he set up, and everyone there is just safe. There's no fighting, there's no problems. With them being close enough to the orcs, they've been safe from any threats. The orcs don't seem to have any problems either.
This banished elf. What makes you think he will accept the rest of us?
Because he accepted me? He accepts Aerolith. Everything he's done for us. Is just... he did it without thanks.
At this point, a primly dressed and much better looking and combed Chrysanto appears behind you. Straight-faced, almost as if nothing had ever happened. Ah, yes, Elder. He appears to have, from what I've been informed, he appears to have done more than you have done in a long time.
Matty drops his hammer like, oh shit.
Now, I know we have succeeded power to Madame Azalea, and she has proven very wise in the decisions that she has eventually made. So, I have been informed of this collector, and I have done my research and gathered my resources on the magic that he has used. It is substantial enough to hide us from whatever may be outside. I suggest we follow her plan. Chrysanto. And he kind of looks over at the other elders around. Very well. Whatever you may think of me, the safety of the people is what is paramount. Whatever it may cost. And he kind of turns away and begins to kind of, he heads on over to the other elders to, and they all kind of sit down and begin to discuss various philosophical things and further plans that they may need to discuss, that may need to do.
The only question we got now is how we're supposed to get them there. There's a lot of people here, and we don't exactly have a means to just poof them over there in a quick manner, because we're on a time limit. I'd prefer not to have to lose something else to fix one problem.
Yes, I'm not entirely sure if I really don't have the means to plane shift a bunch of people like we did before just to get to you. That spell only works for about 8 people. But
How many people do you think Parahai can carry?
a lot more than he probably could before, I would say.
I wonder if we could delegate that mission to him. If he took the most important people over first, with maybe 1 or 2 guards each time, then they'd be able to save all the children first. At least then they would be safe, and we can keep going from there.
That is possible, yes.
I just don't know how many trips that would take, and it means we can't take Parahai when we go back to Hapori.
Well, I don't know if the collector has access to teleportation magic of any kind. We never really spoke with him about that, but well, I mean, it is I could actually contact him and ask, does he know of a way?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you do that, but if you can do that, I'm not complaining.
I did it before when I was first trying to contact him when we were leaving the city of the merfolk there, because
It was actually very hard to leave a message. Have you ever tried to leave a message? It is difficult.
well, lucky for him, he seemed like he was the type to respond very quickly. He doesn't leave you unread that long.
Yeah.
So, if you want, I can try to reach out to him right now and see what he has to say.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely worth it. Oh, please.
Okay. Well, let's give this a shot then. Thrask will pull out his tome there and did what he did before. Flip to a blank page or at least this page that has space, and he'll cast Sending and try to focus on the collector.
Okay. What is your message?
Well, let me just use the cast button there so we can see that little number. 25 words. Collector. Thrask again. Made it to Elven village. The people are safe. We need a way to get them to you. Any methods in mind? 25, right there.
Nice.
Well
Good
done.
job.
You have exceeded the character limit for this message. Please
Oh my god, that's amazing. I thought like,
very
That was.
fuck happened here? The book talks.
Can you make that your next D&D character, AC?
Yeah, I'm just speaking like a fucking AI the entire
War-
time.
Warforged
That'd be
speaking like an
fun.
AI.
Mm-hmm.
You be an artificer.
Oh, yeah. Artificer put her own brain inside the thing she made.
Ooh.
Damn, I rolled a nat 1. Fun.
Every so often, it's got to be like a really fancy word that AI hasn't figured out how to say yet.
I've heard this thing is bustable.
Eventually, we're gonna be like, "Hey Siri, I mean Essie, what do you think about?"
Who is Essie? Please refer to me by my name.
Essie becomes GLaDOS. Oh man.
It's funny because there's Ica instead of Essie or Yessie with how as persuadable
Yessie.
he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually like responding to people that way. They'd be like, Essie, I'm like, Yessie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that response is
Love
great.
Yesy?
Yessie?
Oh my god, and if you were
Oh my-
Azalea, you'd be messy.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I was just looking through some of the old information. Because it's not something that never came up. I completely forgot that I called the elder frog folk, the guy in charge of the frog folk, Fred.
Oh,
Fred the Frog.
we'll never get to meet Fred.
Truly, this campaign was a waste of time.
Start the whole thing over.
No, it was worth it. Right now, I'm just thinking of more things for Essie's name. If you were Marty, you'd be Stressy.
If
You
you
put
were
on
a
some
half,
nice clothes for a dinner, you'd be dressy.
Ooh.
if you were a halfling, you'd be Lessie.
Yeah.
If you didn't know how to answer a question, you'd be guessy.
If you were strong, you'd be flexy. Tape.
Oh.
I wanna be flexy.
Oh. You have a pet cow. The cow's name is Bessie.
Moo?
Moo?
And if you're learning to ride a horse, you're Tressie.
Oh, there we go. 1C3 devil. If you were a barbarian, you would be aggressive.
Ah.
Ooh.
A lot
To
of-
show you the power of flex tape, I saw
I
this
saw his
phone
boot in half.
Phil, what the
Oh.
fuck does it have to do with tape?
It's because, see, no water comes through this because of the tape.
He taped it on both sides too. It was like $3,000 worth of tape he used to fix his fucking boat.
All right. Okay. So after a while, you begin to hear a message, emanating from your book. Thrask. And the words that come through, say as such: Elders teleportation circle, hidden, they know, tampered with centuries ago. Contact Yotl, safe passage through Orklands.
Oh.
Lore.
That's why that circle didn't work before for us.
What are you talking about?
That's right, she
Azalea,
wasn't
when
there.
we tried to get to you, we thought we could use the teleportation circle of the orcs to get to the elven city to you quickly, but it wasn't working. That's why the elven circle has been tampered with somehow.
Azalea's just gonna glare over at the elders, and she's like, you know when someone rolls up invisible sleeves they don't have? Like they're about to go punch someone? Chrysanto,
he
he
turns.
do you know anything about teleportation circle?
Ah, well, I know that many of the other racial leaders took part in this, but
Do you know we have one?
no.
The elders know we have one. Can you break them?
Let's go fight some old dudes.
New
Take
orders
down the
received.
She knows she can't do it. She knows Chrysanto can get whatever the fuck he wants, so...
He looks at you, and then the pencil and the utensil that the charcoal or the utensil that he's using snaps.
Ooh.
Really?
Yep.
So what you're saying is that the very useful teleportation circle that could have been used to bring... Give me a moment.
Maddie just suddenly feels intense pressure, like, I feel like I just missed something very important.
Azalea
First
is
taunt
just
looks
gonna
very pissed.
lean against a wall and a smug smile is on her face because
Oh
she
my
finally
God.
gets to see someone else get this treatment.
Alright, flex that Oscar gold, Andy, go!
You see him walk in to where the elders are, and as he does, you see Chrysanto like move his finger back, and the covers that they were using to separate the area covers your side.
Aww.
Probably have to keep things silent so as not to tip off everybody else, but probably giving them the biggest dressing down of their life.
Yeah, Azalea just knows that there's no way in hell that he won't get the answers for this. It's the equivalent of watching like an investigator break somebody for a confession.
It's like Columbo, but pissed off.
If somebody screams in there, just don't worry about it.
Like, I imagined him, like, when you said, can you break them, had to look like, this is the greatest gift you have given me today.
I've forgiven every transgression you have ever done.
Azalea's not good at expressing herself, but she's gotten a lot better at figuring out who can do jobs.
You're becoming a leader right before our eyes.
Development.
Now, while he breaks him, do you have any idea where this, where the teleportation circle was in the orcs area?
With the orcs, it was right with their leader in their like main throne rooms.
Is she gonna be upset if a bunch of elves just suddenly turn up?
That's why we would need to contact her first before we go through with this, but I think the first important step is to make sure that both paths would actually work.
By the way, how are you handling or holding up? I know you guys have, well, you went through a hell of a fight.
It was quite the experience for sure. I mean, I knew I was going to be terrified facing Vida head on once again, but I don't know, it was like eventually the fear gave way to anger, and then the anger gave way to reason, and now that Vida's finally gone, there's really a big weight off of my shoulders at this point. Because he was always in the back of my mind. And those... The thoughts of what transpired that day was weighing on me for a very long time, but now to know that he can't do that anymore is, to anyone else, is a good feeling.
Yeah, I'm glad that you got that kind of closure. I got like a punch in. I don't actually remember if I did much.
Well, let's just say your mother was very, very angry, and she was doing everything she could through you in order to make Vida feel as much pain as he could.
Aww. I got a great mom.
It sure seems like it.
I got nice brothers too. She just looks at like Thrask and then over at Iker and Marty.
Heart.
I hope Chrysanto hasn't broken any of their bones.
I don't know how physical he could actually be. I don't know if he's capable of that, but I am curious as to what kind of abilities he would have if he did go that route.
I feel like your soul leaves you every time you see him.
Isn't he more of like a talkative type when he just kind of like talked to them? Oh my god, he won't! Oh my god, Chrysanto! Stop it!
Man.
Christ, that took me out.
No, you don't understand. No, you break your own bones in order to get away.
Oh.
Have you ever had someone look at you with a disappointment that's so bad you wish you were dead?
I hope I don't have a moment like that.
Yeah, I've had a few of those. I'm kind of getting used to them now.
Yeah.
Sorry, just from...
I'm pretty sure I've had moments like that when I was a kid and a little more rambunctious, but not in recent memory. I can't say I've had that.
Sorry, just from behind the curtain, you just hear...
Shut up, bitch!
Things are really getting PG-13 in there. They really are.
Oh, I can make sure you stay away, unless you're gonna take your sword in there.
I guess how long has this mission been going? Because it's like, would he have aged?
Like an Enderman.
Like, how
Hey,
long have we
sex?
started?
I know we were gone for like when we were the god thing. It was like 3. Was it 1 or 3 months?
It was a number of months. Let me see if I can roll back to it real quick.
To be fair, so long as it's gone over like a certain number of days, you technically could have aged like a year, because we don't know when your birthday is.
Not entirely
Turns
sure
out-
how mermaids grow either, so.
Turns out your birthday was yesterday, and you were just like, wow, all my friends forgot. I'll hate them forever now, and just not tell them.
Uh-huh.
For my birthday, my friend died. Aw, it's just like Christmas when my other parent died, and then the other parent died.
How many parents you got?
But
I had the mom, and then my dad, and then I have my second mom.
Shit.
And then my second dad, and then I have an uncle who might become a dad if the other dad dies.
Wait, I know the process of pattern building. Shit.
but yeah, we were in the chamber for 1 month, according to notes here.
Okay. Call it like 6, maybe? Question mark?
Yeah, it could be about right.
Considering all the amount of times we had to travel and rest and.
Words.
Well, Ica feels older now.
You have been through quite a lot for like what, 12?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's supposed to be 12, yeah.
Yeah, you have been through too much.
Yeah. I'd say mentally aged at least 3 years. At least.
I wonder if we should tell Marty about the teleportation thing.
It probably would be good to get him informed about that, yes.
Should we tell Ica?
Well, I mean, Ica
Or
was
do you-
there too, trying to use the portal with us, so they'd probably be
No, I
interested.
was more if Ica was just having fun for a change.
Don't think they need to. Think we could just fill them in later.
If they ask, I'll tell them. But otherwise, I think it's
It's
fine
not
for
really
them
a
to
s-
have
a s-
fun.
It's not really a secret amongst the group, it's just that maybe now's not the right time to say it while they're in the middle of things.
Yeah, I just imagine Ica is just like playing with all these kids now, and these kids are having a great time, and Ica's actually allowed to be a kid.
Aw.
All right. So the things swing open. And Chrysanto comes through, pushing up his glasses. And you notice that he in his hand, he's holding 3 wooden staffs. 3 staffs which you know belong to the elders.
Oh no.
Oh, he confiscated their stuff.
He continues and walks towards all of you, as but again pushes up his glasses. Says, "Would you all come with me?"
Yes!
Ah, yes.
Oh, we need to grab everyone else
Let's
then.
get the others. After we
Ica,
just said to
you-
leave Ica alone, now we have to get them.
Ica, you can play with the children again later.
All right, they are very exhausting. I'm starting to realize the weight that I put on you guys, and I'm debating a lot of things mentally.
Self-realization.
I've decided to... I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I've decided to become a man now. I've just given away childish things.
I have realized the errors of my ways, and I will be right behind you after I get this gum out of my hair.
Marty, put down that shield for a moment. We need to go over and talk about some
That's
things.
it, but guys, look, it's elven weaponry with smithing skills. It's beautiful.
I'm
No,
sure it
no
is, Marty.
nostalgia. We're busy.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
the only one with nostalgia thanks to the sword given at me to it. That
Maddie just
words.
like turns and like
That happened, yeah.
Maddie just turns and gives them all like a tear-filled salute. You boys are doing a wonderful job. Keep at it. I'll be right back.
The biggest one there walks up to you, grabs your arm and shakes it, and just begins crying.
I know we've only known each other for like 10 minutes, but we were the best 10 minutes of my life.
Yeah, these people don't get out much.
Oh, this is literally the greatest thing that's ever happened to me.
We'll meet again, brother. I swear. And then Maddie turns. Don't give me the pen blushes. Put it back. Put it back.
Okay, okay, it's my coffee. I'm sorry. Okay, it's here.
Oh.
Thought.
It was
No.
the biggest person who came up to you. I knew.
I know. I respect the bit, but no,
Biggest
I'm
emotionally.
Yeah, same. Still, yeah.
still into it. Whatever.
It's
Fine.
Anyway, Cassandra guides you all outside, and he kind of walks towards Parahai, who has been lying down at this point, and sits up, and he says, "Parahai, would you mind putting your wing down?" And he puts his wing down and kind of covers the back of you. He says, Cassandra turns towards you, and he takes the staffs and smashes them on the ground. Revealing inside of them 3 circular stones. He picks all 3 of them up. The elders were the reason the teleportation circle was tampered with. They refused to allow anyone of any other race to enter the area and deemed it. The word they used was dilution.
Whoa. That's pretty fucked up.
It's pretty messed up.
They were not planning on telling you, Madam Azalea, about the teleporter at all. And were planning
Yeah,
on
I
using
figured.
it in an emergency situation.
Yes, we only turning to Mari and Aika. I said we only knew about this because I reached out to the collector and he told me about it.
The collector's one of my best friends. I love the collector.
Yes, so about that,
Stuff.
it appears one of the reasons he was ejected was for that very reason. He
Because
was one
wanted
of
to
the-
use the circle for others.
And he was one of the only ones who knew about it. He was one of the ones who helped install it when it came along.
He was cast out for a cover-up.
You know what, Azzy, I'm glad you're in charge now because these guys suck.
They do suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Azalea looks really deep in thought because she's got to figure out exactly what kind of punishment is deserving of this.
Oh, well, don't worry. They'll have to catch up. Let's put it that way.
You can see Maddie kind of getting a little flushed, like, oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
regardless, I think it's actually up to the people whether they believe that they deserve anything or not.
Well, this is something we will decide at a later time. For now, here are the teleportation circle pieces. I have been informed, if we are to believe them, that you can just insert these and it should work again perfectly fine.
So it's just figuring out the best place to put them.
You will have to
Hopefully-
you will have to insert them within the existing one.
Oh,
They took
Finish
these
the circle
parts
so it can be activated.
precisely.
that's where the tree was. I think. Or it would have been?
Apparently there is a chamber further below the tree.
What the hell are they doing messing with my tree? That is pissed, man. You don't build stuff under the tree. That's where the roots are supposed to be, the bastards.
Damn old racist people and their bomb shelters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are there any monsters in the general area at the moment? Do you know if we have any guards stationed to check anything like that out?
From the only location we have is this cave. Anything further out, no.
Okay, in that case, we're gonna go and sort out the teleportation circle. We're gonna check to make sure that both the path there is safe along with the general area, and if it is, I want everybody to start heading in that direction. But before we do that, Marty, do you by chance happen to know how to talk to the scary orc lady that punched you a lot?
Maddie is
Hard.
kind of like furrowing, like rubbing his chins, like, I think I could do the thing that Thrast does. Let me get a shot. And
You have sending as well?
I believe I kind of picked it up along the way. He's like closes his eyes really quickly and casts.
Wow,
by
I have
George, they've
smart
got it.
brothers.
Alright, what are you sending?
All right. Lady Yoltul, it's Tolren. The teleportation circle was rigged. We are fixing it now. Expect company. I'm sorry. And send.
I already know what I'm beginning with this sending message back with. Sigh. Alright.
Maddie just starts humming like do 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 do.
Caller has blocked you.
Damn it! I thought I had a chance.
Ooh, sick burn.
I'd love for it to be like, you are receiving a collect call from. What the hell do you think you? Do you accept?
Yes.
Okay. It'd probably be better if Chrysanto stays here, and if we go to have a look at the teleportation circle while we wait for a response, if we even get one, obviously, because Zelia has no idea how this stuff works.
Yeah, I think the response like mine's a little bit flavored different because the words appear on my tome, but for Madi sending it, like, I guess it'd just be. Well, I don't know. What would your sending look like, if anything different, I guess?
I mean, normally sending is just you hear it in your head.
Yeah.
We
could
do
always just
anything
have it be
special
my-
for it to do that, or just?
Could have the ball and chain glow.
Mm.
Because it's my charge, so I might as well just it starts glowing blue if I get a message back.
Huh, so your
it's
balls
like a
glow
notification
blue.
on your
Essie,
phone.
shut up!
You're getting
My
blue
bad, my bad.
balled by the hot
Knew
girl.
as soon as I said
you-
it.
You chose this!
I knew as
could have
soon as
had
I
anything!
said it.
You could have any. Do, do, do.
Alright, anyway. Your balls glow blue. You hear a
Thanks.
message. No, anyway, from within your mind, you hear a message begin to be sent. I am not at your beckoning will. Ha. That said, what company do you plan on sending?
Ooh. Azalea, how many head counts are there?
All of them.
All right.
Correction,
You can-
Crisanto, do you have a general number of like how many elves are here?
Around 10,000.
Great. That's a small number.
Can you tell them that they're going to the collector?
Yeah.
the-
Okay.
Oh yeah, they won't be they won't be staying in the city. They're heading towards the collector.
All right. Let me write this clearly. The village of the elves got destroyed. Sending over who's left to a different location. We're just using your teleporter to get them there, because they're close by. Send.
You should have said, like, set up the shop so they can get some, like, tourist attractions.
I don't think they want tourist attractions right now.
Really?
The
Yodel's,
elves are.
I can already, based on the tone of Yodel's message back, she's not happy.
I mean, to be fair, the elves are actually really smart, talented people. They'd be able to make the orcs area a lot more vibrant and plant worthy.
And I did teach your elf smiths how to smith like orcs. So maybe that's a bribe I could use.
I think they get very excited. Those people you made friends with are now, like, obsessed with you, so... I hope they don't build a shrine to another god in my kingdom. That would suck a bit.
That would be really funny.
Kurtz, how
Stop
do you feel
hitting
about
on my
elves
people!
Maddie just kind of smirks. Kurtz, how do you feel about elves worshipping you?
More worship, more power, more life.
You see? You gotta do it. You gotta have that extra shrine.
Please stop flirting with my people.
It's like you don't even know me.
No, they're bickering again. I miss this.
It's called growth, Marty. I know you too well.
The elves are pretty, okay? Shut up.
I know they're pretty. I'm one of them.
Ooh! You right.
You
Thank
right?
you. I'm beautiful. See, I'm thick.
Hey! Hey!
I mean, they do say thick thighs saves lives, and you just saved your whole village.
Mm-hmm, with them thighs. With them thighs.
I did, yeah.
Wow.
I don't think my thighs technically did anything, but I'll pretend for this joke, yes.
And Yodel really does not want to answer right now.
No, I'm just thinking the message.
Oh yeah, so... Right.
Alright, well, while we wait for a response anyway, did we want to start heading over to the spot that the thing's on? Probably on Para High
That's
for
true.
now.
I don't have to stand here and wait for a message.
Right. At least we can
Yeah.
try and figure out where this is located.
Can I lick the stones? That was a question I wanted to ask.
You are free to do as you wish.
Okay.
Yeah, we're leaving Chrysanto behind because I think it would be better for Chrysanto to be looking after the people, especially since the elders are dumb. They're too old to be thinking about helping anybody.
So I can lick them.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm
I'm sorry, we answered your question with more questions. Yes, please go ahead and lick the stones.
okay. I will lick each stone just to see.
They teleport away.
Yes! Not again!
Unfortunately, I
as you
keep
lick
thinking of memes.
As you lick it, you feel a single taste bud begin to teleport to a different location. You taste mud.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, consistently.
Forever.
Yeah.
No, that was my one umami taste bud.
Oh, no. Oh, coffee's gonna suck now for you.
Nah, I can deal with it.
Alright, so we're gonna get on Para High and go for a fly and double check that the path that we're flying across does not seem like it's teeming with monsters.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, I'd prefer it not be teeming with monsters.
Okay. Yep. You will all mount yourself onto Barra High and begin heading towards the now ashened tree.
Alright. Thrask, you're the smart one. Where do we put these?
Well, judging by their shape and such, I imagine somewhere in the circle there's going to be some kind of space or indentation point where we can drop all of these and it should complete the pattern, finishing the circle.
Ika's
Okay.
gonna sniff around to see if he can smell where these balls belong because they've been in his mouth. He feels like he can sense them with his nose.
I'm sorry.
Oh god, Iker and Azalea just feel like
Which-
family. They feel like they're from the same bloodline.
Where's the vine boom? Shit.
All right,
too late, not worth it.
So within while you're flying along, Muddy, you hear a message being sent through. What location? Do they know the way? Is the teleportation secured?
Maddie relays that message back to the group. So the Yodel needs to know where and if the teleportation circle is secure, and if they need guidance to where they need to go.
The collector was located in a place called Scrimwall.
Scrimwall. Okay.
Previously, he was.
Previously, he was. Oh well, it was direction away from Scrimwall.
Can we have the collector meet us
It
and
was by that lake. Can we? I need to pull up that map.
The collector is not exactly in the best position to be walking around as much as he is. He's falling
Yeah.
apart.
Right.
But-
Older than the
where
old
is that
dudes.
map?
We can technically give directions because we've been back and forth from his place to the Orc City, and so we know exactly where it is. It's through that little cave that I made a door for.
Mhm. Let's see.
I know it was by a lake. As long
Yeah,
as we...
it was like I have the overall map of the continent here, but I don't know if I have the exact zoomed in one that showed like the smaller cities. But it was by the lake, west of Scrimwall, I believe.
Through a cave.
Well, that's where the Orc City was.
If you can take a, if you
Yeah,
can
but they'll
take
be
a,
going from the Orc City.
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, well, yeah, because I was gonna say if you can take that map and pinpoint on it where you think it was, then I'll use that as a guidance.
Okay. One moment. I'm way back in my notes there.
If I remember my memory correctly, it was like southeast of Strapsack.
Oh, okay. So was last seen. Yeah, on large. Okay, there's.
Yeah, we're basically just 4 heroes in a car trying to figure out where we're going.
I don't need directions. Shut the fuck up.
And Google Maps doesn't exist yet. Rip.
Yeah, and Ika's mouth is just out of the window, just tongue out, just you know, the entire time.
Licking the things we're going
Okay,
to be
yeah,
using.
Let me just
Yep.
take a quick snip shot here,
Okay.
and then do this. And then I'll mark where I believe that was. I'm making a small red X on this. Screenshots. Wait, don't get out of that point. There we go.
Who's
Alright,
driving? Azalea's driving. We're in problems right now.
Probably is interesting to be able to pilot a dragon, though, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, you
Ooh,
just
true.
tell it where you want to go. It's like having a personal chauffeur.
It. How dare you?
Well, if you were putting it as a car, which was what we were talking about, so I'm not gonna say specifically Parahire at the moment because we're talking about
Okay,
cars
Check
before.
the chat there.
All right. Cool. Yep. Yep. Okay. Well, so you take out a spare map that you've got and you jot down exactly the location.
Okay, cool. I was right.
I didn't say you were right. I just said that's the location you've marked.
How do I?
It was by the lake area. It was west of Scrimwall,
And it's east of Strapsack. Okay, because
I think it's on the opposite side of the lake.
yeah, it's within that forest.
Okay, just to be clear, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying anything.
Okay, you just all right.
No comment.
No comment. All right. Maddie kind of like closes his eyes again. It's like, east of Strepsek. It's a huge body of water in the forest. Do they need guidance, guys? Before I finish this message.
Some guides would help.
Not
Azalea?
required, but appreciated.
There we go.
Guidance not required, but appreciated. Thank you. Send.
We'll have to make sure that the teleportation circle is secure as much as possible because we can't let this be a risk to the orcs either.
Mhm.
So apparently it's underneath the tree.
Right.
So how are we supposed to get underneath the tree without creating a problem of everyone? We're gonna have to block it back off afterwards.
We can dig a hole.
Well, if it's sorry to say this ash, it actually could be pretty easy to blow away.
There are ways to tunnel through if there are certain obstacles, but we also have ways to move any kind of debris too. We just have to see what we wind up on once we get to the tree.
I don't want to completely lose all of the tree ash.
Is there a way it can
Regardless
be-
of if it serves a purpose anymore, it's for a lot of us, it's very special. It's like scattering your mum's ashes, just throwing it away feels wrong.
Okay, well, we'll find a way to scoop up as much as we can and keep it preserved.
I wonder if you can throw it on a teleportation circle and take it with you.
I mean, if somebody's holding on to it, probably.
Alright,
just-
for now, we'll have to dig past it. So if we can push some of it out of the way, then we can at least try and figure out where this underground bit is.
You hear
I
a
can get
message.
all ghosty.
You hear a
Mhm.
message
So-
returning to you.
Nope.
Location well known. Will assist elves considering situation. You owe Great Lord Yotel. Give us a couple of hours.
You have my thanks. Whatever you need, I will get done.
Heart emoji.
No. And
Fist
send.
emoji.
Just an FYI, like, I shouldn't technically allow it because that's like 4 or 5 sendings you've just casted.
Oh, right.
I don't know. I'm not sure how many of them you have available.
For third level spells, that should be at least 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine then. So, that's fine, just letting you know.
Okay. I definitely need a rest.
I was gonna
after
say,
that, then.
It's not like Skype.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there goes all that.
Alright, so.
Because next campaign, I'll be very fucking picky
Oh,
with that.
yeah. That's why I picked my spells very carefully for that guy.
Nice, very nice.
I mean, for me, with sorcerer and warlock slots, I actually can cast up to 5 times if I wanted to, but I burned a lot of my 3rd level stuff during the Vita fight.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be sparing as well.
Okay.
Rusk, you have claws, dig.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say I could probably become a little ghosty and go look around at least 10 feet.
That's
In
true,
the
actually. I
ground.
didn't think about that. That's
Oh,
cool.
true.
Well then.
Ica, stick your head in the ground.
All right, gotta do it. I
Ghost
was
up,
gonna
boy.
ghost one.
Okay. You go ghost. Your corporeal form turns ethereal as you begin to sink through the ground around 10 feet, pushing your phantasmal energy through. And as you push 10 feet down, you're able to just reach what looks like a gap which leads to a very, very old looking staircase.
Is it something I can like land in without hurting myself? Like or is there dirt and debris everywhere?
It's open enough for if you wished to be able to do so. But there's no like, you've come into an opening, but there's dirt and roots and shit above you.
Okay.
Oh, Ica doesn't need to roll for that. It's just an innate ability they have now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think what to do when I'm in here. Didn't really think this far.
This is like a cartoon. Just lands there. Huh. I didn't think forward about this.
Technically,
Some things stay the same.
But I do have the balls with me, so I could put the balls down.
Well,
otherwise, if you only put your head through, you'd be able to get back up, in which case you could tell us exactly where it is.
Maybe
I
it's
wouldn't
10 feet.
I probably wouldn't put the balls down just yet because it'd probably be better to have everybody there. Because I don't know how long the circle would be activated for.
Yeah. Not only also don't welcome YOLO with 30 gallons of ash.
Okay, wait, I got an idea. Where's my...
Not to mention also you need to make a pathway for everyone to get through to it.
Yeah. Which is why we have a few hours. Yay.
Trying to see what things I...
So, has Ika already told us what this section looks like, or trying to get down to it?
No, they've ghosted down and have essentially plopped themselves underneath.
Okay, I think what Ika's gonna do is just, because I can only use one ghost walk at a time, I'm just gonna use my, get rid of one of my trinkets and use it again and pop back up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Okay.
pop one of your trinkets and go ghost Danny Phantom up.
Okay, I will pop back up and be all like, alright, it's at least maybe about 10 feet down, but I did see it is here.
Alright, good. Okay.
So we just need to dig. I'm good at digging.
10
Ika's
feet
gonna get
down,
on all
you said.
fours and start digging.
Did it look like there was any kind of doorway, or was it just a pathway that was blocked off?
It was like stairs and stuff. Like I could touch it. I was there. I was touching it, but I came back up for you guys, So he's gonna keep digging. He's gonna just keep digging the ground as he's saying this.
Easy how you're digging that. Remember what that is.
Is it just the ash that's covering it, or is it like dirt and...
Dirt still. Like there's technically still burnt and damaged roots of the old tree. And so it's just the tree that has been burnt.
Okay.
But it is down there. I did see it. I touched it. So we just gotta reach it, guys.
All right. Let's see, do I have anything that gives Ika a bit of a boost?
I may have something that could help with that. Make this go a bit quicker.
By all means, Magic Man.
Well, I gotta make sure I angle this just right. Because if I use this, it can carve out a 10-foot cube portion of whatever I aim this at.
Ika, you might want to move.
What?
Unless you want to become part of Thras Magic 10-foot cube move.
Oh, cubes. I'm not really into those. Okay.
Yeah, so if that's all right, I will ask folks to back up. At least use my wings to get a little bit off the ground, because I don't know what happens if I'm standing on this, which I assume it should be fine, but just so I don't fall in, I'll point right at the section where the ground starts, and kind of where Ika was angling, and with my 8th level slot, I'll cast Disintegrate.
Oh, much more dangerous than the cube. I'm glad you moved.
All right. You elevate yourself up, and you point directly down, focusing your energies remembering the spell that you witnessed previously. And from a big purple energy begins to purple and green energy begins to crackle from the finger that you are pointing towards, as it suddenly just an immense amount of power emerges from it and beams directly downwards. What's the distance that actually covers?
It's 60 feet. Is the range.
Okay.
But you're asking like how much does it carve out?
I mean, if you're going, can you control how far it goes, or?
Yeah, I think I'm just aiming for like the top
Okay.
section of the ground there, and just let it kind of like
Fair enough.
carve out 10 feet down. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, you begin. The energy bursts and burns through the ground. As it dissipates below, you see an almost perfectly cut circle leading down as the daylight enters this area, which has not seen daylight for such a long time. You see for ancient, crumbling old stairs leading down to a darkened gap.
Yeah, I was just casting the spell on the set there.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Apparently, if anyone was on the receiving end of then that's how much damage they would have taken. 91 points.
Wow.
Oh, hey guys, I'm the
would've
keeper
still
of the
been alive.
I'm the keeper of the teleporter. Oh!
Yeah, that one earthworm was.
I'm alive! Nothing could ruin this day.
Actually, no. You missed the earthworm. His AC is too high.
Shit. It's like the snail that never dies.
Maddie kind of looks at what just happened, like, did you do the thing he did? Did he what?
Yes, if you have never noticed, I've taken at least a spell or an ability from all of our travels, from everything we faced, and I have incorporated that into my spell list as I've gotten my godly powers. I felt it only natural for one of my last ones to be from the god of death that we just defeated.
Oh man, I should have been doing that. I've been stealing spells from you guys. I mean, what?
Same difference, just an extra step.
Yeah.
Azalea pats Thrask on the back, and then without another word, just keeps going straight into the thing.
Yep. Yes, our people do have a saying about that, really. Just pull it back up here. It says,
My
lessons of
OC
the past
don't
fuel the
do.
future.
Oh.
And that's exactly
Oh.
what's been fueling mine.
Smart. And he looks to Aika. All right, you have the rocks. Get in there.
And do you have the rocks? And he's just gonna keep walking.
I'm gonna rock.
I'll stand here and stay guard while you guys are getting that thing up and running.
I think once we get this thing up and running, I'm gonna take the rocks back. It'd be better if nothing else can teleport after them.
Good idea.
So, the space that this circle is it like a very big chamber, or is it like more of a smaller one? Like, definitely not one that can hold 10,000 people at once.
So the tree, it can't really be seen on the map, unfortunately, that well, because it's just not possible. The elven tree was gargantuan. Like, think like Avatar, like the blue people's tree. Like, this thing was huge. So the entranceway that you have that you've uncovered is also pretty fucking big. So this wasn't something that the elders did by themselves, you know, like the entrance down there was something that was built a long time ago, but has seemed to have been taken over by them for this reason. So this is something that leading down, these people could start to go in, you know, one by one. You know, they could easily walk down this.
Aerolith, I'm starting to think it's up to you what to do to these elders. They're your kids, and I am very close to kicking all of their asses.
Aerolith, she kind of looks down towards like herself, and unfortunately they are a byproduct of my creation. Their decisions are a fault of my own as well.
You
So-
didn't tell them to forsake all of their siblings. They chose that with their own thoughts, without any other help.
A
There
free
was
will,
others that
a free
there were
will that
others
I
that
gave them.
also- Yeah, but with a bunch of the others that you also gave free will, they didn't choose that. Just the ones at the top. That was their fault. So it's only fair when somebody's at fault to punish them, and you've already been punished enough.
This is, unfortunately, my child, we have to see the bigger picture. A couple of my children's, as you would say, punishment is not something we need to consider. The entire lives of all stand within our hands. For now, let us focus on that.
I am kicking their asses afterwards, though. She's gonna
You know-
continue.
Maddie kind of just like smirks and yells. It's like, you know, they are going to a place where we have a giant arena where we handle punishments.
Everyone else gets guided off to the collector, and it's just like, oh no, we got the VIP section over here. Like, fight.
Would you like a
Oh, Chris-
Shrexicle?
I forgot we had those. The Shrexel.
No,
Those were
Shrexel is what it was,
delicious.
yeah.
all right.
Shrexicle would probably work too.
Well, as you
Popsicle.
begin heading down into the darkness, and heading deeper and deeper into the bowels of what once was the lifeblood of the Elvish race, I think we shall call it there.
Woo!
Okay.
I think the Crisanto scream took out some of the
Oh, what a great moment that was.
Get out of the dragon!
It just felt right.
Yeah.
It was
No, I think it
flawless
was
acting,
warranted.
dude. 0 notes. Wouldn't change a goddamn thing.
Top notch.
It's like, all right, you're playing a character who's absolutely had enough of like the 4 dumbest people in his presence. Go.
Oh god. Well, as per usual, thank you everyone for coming and watching along with us, and of course thank you to Pat, Essie, Keston, and Amy for playing these wonderful characters. The next session will be on the 12th of September, which will actually be potentially into the subathon, depending on how well that goes. But yeah, so are we okay for the 12th?
Should be.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, then we will see you there. Thank you so much for coming along, guys, and we shall see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.